yesterday Eid al-Fitr was unique. It was Eid al-Fitr, it was Friday. What significance is this?
Firstly, we must thank God for that. There is no any significance we can add to that than to make it a God-making one. That is what Allah wanted. And whatever He wishes will always be so. And for that reason, for having two occasions, two festive points in the life of Muslim Ummah in the world, it's a thing to rejoice for, and it's a thing to seek for Allah's blessings for. Because ordinarily on Fridays, it was reported that whatever there is a particular time on that day that when you supplicate to your supplications and requests will be totally answered. There will be no any barricade between your supplication and your wishes that you requested for. So be it as it may, for now having Eid al-Fitr on that particular day, Eid al-Fitr is a blessed day, because in the life of Muslims we have only two Eid that is recognized by the law of Islam. It is Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Kabir, and on that particular day it is a day to rejoice. It is a day to reunite with your relatives and friends and even your neighbors. It is a day to show generosity, so that when you share from what you have with another people, there is a blessing after that. And it's also a day that we do visit each other. And in Islam, when you are visiting each other, there are more blessings attached to that as well. So for having Eid al-Fitr and Jumat service on a day, it is a blessing to entire world.
I'm talking about the fact that there will be two prayers that day.
Yes, sir.
And the two of them are festive.
Exactly.
You go to the Eid praying ground in the morning, in the afternoon you go to the Jumat service. Let's see the two. Is there anything bad about that?
There is nothing bad about that. That is why I said it was a making of Allah, and whatever He wishes will surely come to pass. So though it may be somehow tasking for people, that we went to the Jumat to eat in the morning and we stay. So, but there is nothing we can do about that than to thank God that we are alive and I will witness it.
Before I go to Bumi, how best?
How what?
How best are we to celebrate the Eid al-Fitr? How best? What are the Quranic injunction guided?
There is no any special thing about it, because we have been doing it for so long. But for people that are just listening to us and watching us from their location, the way it should be celebrated is that when you wake up in the morning, you take care of yourself, your body, you wear a good clothes, you take your shower, normal shower we normally do. Even we have a spiritual bath that we will take on that day. And when you are going, you'll be chanting adhkar, that is, you'll be supplicating to God on your way to eat prayer. So when you get there, it is not something you make it a sad one. You smile with people, you rejoice with them. Even if you meet somebody that you've been having grudges with, it is expected of you to embrace the fellow and show the beauty of that particular day, so that people can see that somebody and somebody we thought they are fighting, and that see them uniting with each other. Not only that, when you get there, you pray, you supplicate to your God, you get back home, you need to make it a feast, in the sense that you cook food, you accommodate your friends, your neighbors, your family members, you dine and wine together. And when you do that, it will inject the love of togetherness and the love of being together in the community, you inject it into whatever you are doing, and that memory will remain there forever. That when we visited Alhaji Lagbaja for Eid al-Fitr, this is how we. So the expected thing from us after observing 2 Raka is to show generosity to our people, and you make them to know that today is a day to unite, is a day to remember for good.
Bumi?
Yes. Is there any consequence if one way or another, I mean, you have an excuse for not going to Eid prayer ground on that very day?
If you have a reason, that Eid prayer is sunnatic. And when we say something is sunnah, so if you miss it, you may not get the reward.
Okay.
But you won't be punished for it.
How? Explain that.
For instance, the normal prayer we normally supplicate, we normally observe 5 times daily. If you miss one, you'll be sanctioned for it. There will be a sin will be recorded for you, and you not do it, because that one is an obligatory aspect of the religion. Whereas there are some practices that are not obligatory; they are superior or obligatory. Okay. They are not up to. So when you miss that one, you will not be penalized, but you will not get the reward. Okay. You can see how magnanimous Allah is with that. So if you do it, you get the reward. But if you don't do it, you will not get the reward, but you will not be punished.
Okay.
But if it is obligatory, if you do it, you will get the reward. If you don't do it, you will get punished by recording sin against the fellow that missed that particular, because it is an obligatory aspect of religion.
Yes, still on Eid prayer ground, there are some people that are supposed to observe their prayer in the closest or at the closest Eid prayer ground, but they will still go farther. They will go further. They will go far away, and they will even trek to that place. I saw so many of them yesterday. I was like, why can't they just observe their prayer at the very nearest prayer ground? Why is it that people are like that? And do you think there is maybe? To me, I was thinking maybe they were just punishing themselves.
Let me
you can pray anywhere.
You can pray anywhere, and your prayer will be accepted. Even I want to share this one. I want to say now is my own personal view
experience.
And opinion.
Okay.
Gone are those days when we have only one prayer ground in town, and that you will move from like 2 kilometers away, you will come and observe your prayer. It is understandable. But today we have started creating. Even when you see them in some areas, you will discover that they are not up to the number of people that is expected to. Exactly. Everybody, maybe because of selfishness, maybe because of I want to have my own, I want to be on my own, I don't want to follow. Eid prayer was so scanty before, but today, and the reason why we must observe it where there is a larger crowd is that the reason why Allah designed it to be like that is that you will meet different people, somebody that you have not met maybe for so long. You will have that opportunity to reunite again, because we have this thing level by level. The mosques that we have in our areas, you will be able to meet your neighbors in the mosque. The Jumat mosque, it will be far away from your local mosque. You will meet somebody maybe from another axis that you've been missing each other. You will meet them there. But that Eid, when you come to our central Eid here, you will meet somebody, though you are living in the same, maybe you have seen each other for last maybe 7 months.
7 months ago.
But when you restrict yourself to your area, you will not have that opportunity of reuniting with. It is good to go and pray where there is a larger crowd, but we need to condemn and we need to charge our fathers who are at Islamic religion to see into those small groups observing Salatul Eid in their own locality, because it is expected to be prayed, to be observed where large crowd will be, so that the thing can serve one of its purposes So I think that is the best practice.
Yeah, during the Ramadan,
Exactly.
some people were exempted from fasting.
Exactly.
Eid al-Fitr, who are exempted from the Eid prayer?
Those that are exempted from Eid prayer, ordinarily if you are sick, you are exempted from fasting. So, and if you are sick too, you are not expected to go to be there because health-wise you are not fit.
Exactly.
That is one. Another one is somebody that is breastfeeding a baby is exempted from fast because of the, you can explain.
Yes, of course.
Better. So because of that reason, they are exempted. They'll be feeding people. They can come to. They don't have any excuse to come and pray. So far, they are pure in their as regards their menstrual cycle. So another one is somebody that is aged. If you are aged, you are exempted because of your strength from fasting. But if you have the strength to come to come to the aid, maybe with the assistance of your children, grandchildren, relatives, they keep your company, because it's not a thing of fasting from maybe praying from the morning till the sunset.
Just for a few minutes.
You can go even if you are menstruating. You are exempted from fasting, though you will repay it back.
Definitely.
But if you can go to Eid, even if you are menstruating, the only thing is that you will not join them in prayer. You can stay aside, listening to the sermon of the Imam during the process. And you also have opportunity to reunite with people, you smile with each other, you embrace each other. So that you will serve one of the purposes of converging in the sacred place to observe the 2 rakats of Eid al-Fitr.
The Eid praying ground in each of the places that we observed yesterday, we discovered that the place, just like Bubi said, some people came from long distance, and in peradventure on the way, the Eid prayer started. What do the people who are coming from long distance do?
Sir, it happens every year and every time. It happened yesterday where I prayed at Mosfat. You will discover that maybe after you finish praying, another car will just be coming in to come and join. In that sense, if you have another place very close to the place where they have not observed their own, you go and the beauty of it sometimes is that majority of these people used to have the time. They are not having the same time. Like in the Shogo here, if you want to observe Jumat, you have the Jumat that they observe 2:30. You have that one of 1 p.m. You have that one of 1:30. So with the knowledge of the timing, I think if not let me say by luck, you missed it, the best thing for you is to just be listening to sermon. Or in some cases, some people will stand up and observe their own 2 rakats. You've missed that.
So missing the Eid prayer and listening to the sermon
It's acceptable. It's acceptable.
But during the Ramadan, the rate of crime went down completely.
Exactly.
Do we say those perpetrating the troublesomeness, let me use that word,
Exactly.
are all Muslims? Because during Ramadan, everybody give respect to that month.
Exactly. Even let me tell you, by extension, Christians, they do give respect to that month. That this is your month too.
Exactly.
Everybody will know that. And people like that, I usually tag them with one name. I call them Ramadanists. That is only when Ramadan is on that they will shun all the evils they have been perpetrating.
They will behave like normal human beings.
So they are Ramadanists, and that is why we are telling them not to be Ramadanists. We should be God conscious every time. Even that verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated it, mandated us to be fasting. The last word there is that لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you can be continuously be conscious of your God. You can be continuously be conscious of your God, because we made that period to be a training period, so that you train yourself. This is how we want you to be for all the periods of your years. This is how we want you to be. But we human beings used to forget things so easily. So we create an avenue for you where you go and get yourself trained, so that when you graduated from that training, so because that Eid al-Fitr that we are doing is just like a freedom ceremony from the training you've attended. So, and we are all urged to continue in that spirit for the remaining 11 months before we get into another month, before we get to another Ramadan.
Yes.
So we need to appeal to our people. We all know it is apparent that during the period of Ramadan, everything used to be calm. No atrocity, no kidnapping, no crisis.
Yes.
Everything is we go normally. This is what we want us to continue with even after Ramadan.
Yes, after Ramadan, what next?
What next after Ramadan? Before we can talk of what next, we need to give gratitude to God. Because this Ramadan that is just concluded, some of us, we used to say, so soon, so we have finished it. It was just like yesterday.
Yes.
It is because you are in good health. It's because you can eat in the morning and you can eat easily in the night. So we need to give thanks to Allah for that. Because some of us, it was just like 100 days to them because of the difficulties, or maybe health-wise or financial crisis wise. You understand? So we need to give gratitude to God, because it is when we give gratitude that Allah will see us as a grateful fellow, and we accept whatever we do after it. Another thing we need to do, there is something we call Sita to Shawwal, the 6 days of fasting in the month of Shawwal. Today is second. So it is expected of us to fast, because when we fast, there is no way you will fast for 29 days or 30 days that there will not be inequities and imbalances, because we are not perfect. We are not perfect. We are human. We are not perfect. So there will be, but when you do that, it will cleanse some of those inequities, and that is part of what our zakat al-fitr, the normal offerings we normally give to people after Eid, after fasting. Okay. Before we go for Eid prayer. So when you distribute food, it is meant to cleanse all the inequities and imbalances in our fasting. So another thing we need to do is that for those of us that missed 1 or 2 days in Ramadan, we can use that opportunity to repay it back before we get used to our normal, not let me say our normal life, our abnormal life. Because the way we acted during Ramadan was a normal thing. Exactly. So the one we have been doing in other months was abnormal, because that is not how Allah wanted us to be behaving on earth. So these are the things we need to do after Ramadan.
Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, láti bí ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ láti gbàlejò Imam Waheed Badmus. Ohun tí wọ́n bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ni àwẹ̀ Ramadan àtúntún ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn àwẹ̀ Ramadan. Wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n láàrin ìṣẹ́jú péréte a fẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ fún wa ní èdè Yorùbá kí a lè rí ẹ̀kọ́ kan tàbí omi ẹ̀kọ́ nínú àwẹ̀ yìí. Lẹ́yìn àwẹ̀, ọjọ́ ọdún àwẹ̀ ó bọ́ sọ́jọ́ Jímọ̀, méjèèjì wá pàdé ara wọn. A máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ìgbà, àbí ìgbà tó bá ti wá tó sì rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kákúgbà páwọn tí eléyìí ṣojú wọn kágbà fún wọn bójú rẹ̀ pàdé.
Ibi tẹ́ parí ẹ̀ sí ni wọ́n ti mọ wọ́n bójú rẹ̀ pàdé, torí àsìkò tí máa ń wá kì í ṣe gbogbo ìgbà, tí máa ń wá lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan, tí máa ń yọjú lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan bí ìgbà tí èèyàn bá gun àràfá níjọ́ Jímọ̀, táwọn yóò sọ pé àràfá eléyìí àràfá tó máa ládùn mọ́ ní jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn gan máa ń sojú kòkòrò rẹ̀ tó máa ti ní níjọ́ Jímọ̀ ní yóò bọ̀ sí tí ó dà ní ẹ̀rẹ̀ kẹtẹ́lẹ̀, òun náà gbé àpò náà fẹ́ lọ jẹ àlùbáríkà ọjọ́ náà. Ṣé rí ìbùkún tó wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ ló jẹ́ kó jẹ́ ọjọ́ ẹ̀yẹ tó tún yàtọ̀ sí ọjọ́ ẹ̀yẹ míì. Ká kírun níjọ́ Jímọ̀ ọjọ́ ọdún ni fún mùsùlùmí, ká lọ yídì níjọ́ ọdún àwẹ̀, túnú àwẹ̀, ọjọ́ ọdún ló jẹ́ fún mùsùlùmí. kí méjèèjì wá pàdé ara wọn níjọ́ Jímọ̀ tá a sì rí kanú àkọọ́lẹ̀ wípé olórí ọjọ́ nínú ayé nínú Islam iná ní ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ ọjọ́ ńlá ẹni pé àwọn Yorùbá kan tó fún ni pé ọjọ́ ńlá wọ́n tó pé wọ́n tó ní Jímọ̀ olóyin bẹ́ẹ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ní olóyin kọ́lọ́mọ́dì ó kúrò fún wa so kó méjèèjì forí sọ́ra wọn lásìkò náà ìkẹ́ ló jẹ́ fún wa torí àsìkò kan bẹ níjọ́ Jímọ̀ tó pé téèyàn bá bí Ọlọ́run níbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run kò ní dàgúnlá sí ìpè tí èèyàn pè ní àsìkò náà káwọn tó wá sọ pé ọjọ́ ọdún tí gbogbo ayé ń dunnú tí gbogbo ayé ń yọ̀ tí mo wá ní pé àti parí àwẹ̀ o tí gbogbo wa tí gbogbo ẹ̀rọ tìkẹ́tìkẹ́ so ọjọ́ ọdún ló jẹ́ bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé yóò mọ àwọn ìnira díẹ̀díẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹni tí ó sì ga náà ẹsẹ̀ ló sì kí ni yóò ti rí ẹlòmíì mọ̀ pé àti dààmú lọ yídì láàárọ̀ àtàwọn lọ Jímọ̀ ní ọ̀sán iye kìnnìkan ìwá lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ náà èèyàn ṣiṣẹ́ fún ni so ọjọ́ náà ọjọ́ ìdùnnú tó pọ̀ ni ọjọ́ ayọ̀ ọjọ́ òbùkún ni ẹ̀tọ́ pé kí ọlọ́pàá ní kí yóò báyàn láyé kí èèyàn náà tó dúpẹ́ pé Olúwa mi kò mọ̀ ṣé ń wo ní kémi náà ó ṣe kò ń gẹ oríire irú ọjọ́ báyìí.
Tá a bá wò ó lásìkò àwẹ̀ àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé àwẹ̀ àyè wà fún wọn wọ́n yọ̀ǹda wọn kó nù pé àwẹ̀ gbígbà ṣé irú àwọn kan náà ni wọ́n tún yọ̀ǹda kó nù òun yídì lọ́jọ́ ọjọ́ fítùrì.
ó wọnú ara wọn ìdí tó fi wọnú ara wọn ni pé lápèjúwe nínú ẹni tí a yọ̀ǹda pé kí ó mọ́ gbààwẹ̀ ní aláàárẹ̀ tẹ́pẹ́ ní yóò kú ni yóò jí ni ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ló wà tàbí tí ń ṣe gan kò tiẹ̀ fún lókun ara kò jẹ́ ó gbààwẹ̀ irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni okun ara wo ló fẹ́ gbé lọ yídì láti lọ kírun tó bá lọ kírun lásìkò tó ń kírun lọ́wọ́ tí nǹkan bá lọ mú ṣé káwọn èèyàn járun ni kó jókòó lé rẹ̀ àyọ̀ǹda arú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ àmẹ́ni tó yẹ pé ní bóyá nítorí pé bóyá ogbó yàtọ̀tọ̀ síra wọn ogbó àkọ́kọ́ ni pé ogbó tó yẹ pé ní bóyá kò lè dìde mọ́ kò gbà wẹ̀ mọ́nù kò rí rẹ̀ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ogbó rẹ̀ àìsàn tó ti wà ní ogbó rẹ̀ kò lè lọ yídì àwọn tó yẹ pé ní ogbó tí ò ní kó mọ́ lè rìn òun náà lè fi yíká àánú jẹ́ tó wo lójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí lọ ẹ̀rọ àwọn ìyá wọn bàbá tó ti dàgbà tí a bá lè yàn wá kí wọn nínú ilé inú wọn tó máa ń dùn sí ni ẹ bá tó gbé wọn lọ kí ọmọ wọn ká níbì kan inú wọn tó dùn sí wíwẹ níbẹ̀ náà bá tó nàjú lọ tí ó lè jókòó kí irun rẹ̀ kó máa ṣe báyìí kó máa jókòó kí èèyàn náà da olóòtú rí pé ṣé ayé tẹ̀ tó dùn báyìí nínú ìdùnnú tí Ọlọ́run ti ní wọ́n sì ní inú dúdùn ní mú orí yá so àǹdẹ́ ìdùnnú náà tó ní oúnjẹ àgbà so inú ẹ̀mí ìta ti rẹ́ pé ẹ ti máa ń ṣe nǹkan oṣù lọ́wọ́ ayọ̀dá pé kó mọ́ gbààwẹ̀ irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ lè lọ yídì àmọ́ ibì kan ní ọ̀rá kágú lọ sí tó lówó yóò múra dẹ́dẹ́dẹ́dẹ́ kó mọ̀ sọ àṣìbọ̀bọ̀ kó wà ọ̀rùn kó wà gbogbo ọ̀rùn kó ra jókòó sí apá ibì kan kó nù mọ́ fetí gbọ́ àwọn ìwáàsí tí wọ́n máa ń ṣe kò ní kírun ni bí àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí ló dábàrà àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí rà àbọ̀rá lágbájá rẹ̀ pé mẹ́ta wọ́n ti rí ti pẹ́ lọ́sọ̀gbọ̀ wáyé náà nínú wáyé náà òun náà já àǹfààní kan nínú àwọn àǹfààní tí ń bẹ nínú ká lọ sí yídì ní àsìkò ọdún náà so àwọn tí àgbàlá ní yọ̀ǹda kí wọ́n lọ yídì tá a yọ̀ǹda wọn nìtọ́ pé ní ogbó ara kò jẹ́ kí wọ́n lè lọ kò jẹ́ kí wọ́n lè gbààwẹ̀ Ọlọ́run gan ti yọ̀ǹda irú.
kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó gbààwẹ̀ náà ló lè lọ yídì.
gbogbo ẹni tó gbààwẹ̀ ló lè lọ gbogbo ẹni tó gbààwẹ̀ náà ló lè lọ.
àwọn tí wọn bá yídì
kan lára àwọn tí ẹnu mọ̀ ń ká yọ̀ǹda àwẹ̀ gbígbà fún làwọn arìnrìn àjò tó bá ní ju arìnrìn àjò náà tí tún rìnrìn àjò orí ọjọ́ ọdún àwẹ̀ kan tó bá rí ìdì lójú ọ̀nà ó lè yà kí tó bá rí ìdì lójú ọ̀nà tó bá sì ti rí ọlọ́run kọ́ ọ̀tẹ́ pé ní wọ́n ti fi gbèǹdéke sí bí àsìkò báyìí ni orí ẹ̀fẹ́ rìn lófurufú ni ẹ̀fẹ́ rìn lórí ojú orin ni ẹ̀fẹ́ rìn lórí omi ni ayọ̀ǹda rẹ̀ torí pé bí òkì náà kò síyà tí ń bẹ nílẹ̀ fún pé kò kàn ní gbalada táwọn tó lọ kí tí wọ́n gbà kò kàn ní gbalada náà.
àwọn tí wọ́n wà lé tẹ́ pé wọ́n gbàwẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò ní àǹfààní àti wà lọ ńkọ́ tí nǹkan kan ò dẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n ṣùgbọ́n
kankan
ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin yẹn tó dáadáa ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin yẹn
ọlọ́wọ́ sàmójú kúrò fún wọn wọn ò ní ládàá rẹ ni àmọ́ àwọn àní kọ ẹsẹ̀ fún wọn torí kì í ṣe ìrun ọ̀ràn èèyàn tọ́jú ọ̀ràn yẹn ni wọ́n wá dàgùn lásìkò àwọn á pèsè fún ẹ pé o ti ní gbèsè lè lọ́rùn tí o tó rẹ pé o ó san padà.
lẹ́yìn ọdún àwẹ̀ tá a ti gba àwẹ̀ Ramadan tán kí ló tún kàn.
sẹ́rẹ̀ níbi tó kàn ó nítorí akọ mójútó ní kákọ́ dúpẹ́ fọlọ́ pèsè mi náà mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀ báyìí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìdílé ni wọ́n mọ̀ pé sáà sì lè gba àwẹ̀ yìí tọ́lọ́ sì ṣe rọrùn ẹni ló ń bàtà wẹ̀ parí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa lọ́sọ̀ pé tó ti sáré di múnà tó ti sáré di mọ́kàndínlọ́gbọ̀n náà káàtì wá parí ẹ̀ náà àlàáfíà ń bẹ lára èèyàn ni o èèyàn sì rí jẹ èèyàn rí mu ni bí àìmọye àwọn tó yẹ pé ní àjọgbà náà ní ẹgbẹ́ bí 100 ọjọ́ lórí lójú wọn nígbà tí Ọlọ́run fi ìjẹ mú wọn síbi ìnira nígbà tí mi inú wọn wà lórí àìsàn tí ò sálàáfíà ara tálàáfíà ara ò jí pépé wọn ò gbá sí kí ní yóò ní tán náà ni tó àkọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run ẹ̀kejì ni pé ní tá à ń pè ní sítátù Ṣawwal àwẹ̀ mẹ́fà tá a máa gbà nínú oṣù tó tẹ̀lé oṣù Ramadan Ànábì ní ẹni tó bá gbà ó dàbẹ̀ ẹni tó fi gbogbo ọjọ́ ayé rẹ̀ gbà wò kódà nínú ẹgbàá wà ní ẹni tó bá gbà yóò tún pa àṣìṣe rẹ̀ tó dé bí wọ́n kí bá a ṣe gbà wẹ̀ àìkú ṣe màláìka ìsáńgẹ́lì á ní àwọn kùdìẹ̀kùdìẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́nu àwẹ̀ bí a bá ti ṣerú eléyìí náà ó tún wà lára tí ó tún ṣe kíni tí ó tún tún àwẹ̀ tí ó tún mú eruku kúrò lójú tí ó mú àbàwọ́n kúrò lójú àwẹ̀ wa gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ pé níta báyọ̀ sàkátù ìfitiri tó ọmọ tó ń lọ sọ ìm òun náà tó múra tó ń lọ sọ ìm òun náà máa ń fọ àwọ̀ ẹni tó gbààwẹ̀ ní máa ń fọ ọmọ ni kò sí bí yóò ṣe gbààwẹ̀ téèyàn ní sàpọn kankan ó lè má jẹ́ pé àtinúwá bí ẹgbẹ́ yẹn lómi ò débi iṣẹ́ ẹni tí ìṣèyàwó rẹ̀ máa di ní fọwọ́kọ lọ́rùn àwọ̀ rẹ̀ ti jábà àmọ́ àwọn nǹkan míì náà téèyàn ó tún ṣe tẹ́bí ìta àmọ̀ àti ìta àmọ̀
ìta rò sínú bọ́ńkà mi
ìyẹn lè bínú nú àwẹ̀
mọ́mọ́ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní ọdún tẹ́yẹ̀ ní olóògùn tẹ́yẹ̀ bá ìka sínú fẹ́ lórí gbá olórí ara rẹ̀ ní ń bọ̀
ìyẹn ló ṣe wá wọ́ọ̀sì jù
tó yẹ kó sì ta Ọlọ́run ó wà gbogbo èyí yóò fi ṣe àfọ̀mọ́ fún àwẹ̀ ẹ̀dá àìtó tó pa wà mẹ́rin pé afẹ́ká máa bá a lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá a ti ṣe ní àwọ̀ tá a jẹ́ ní Ọlọ́run tá a jẹ́ ní àyè ẹlòmíì tọ́ọ̀gì hàn mi lásìkò àwẹ̀ ẹnu ọdún jàdá bí àlọ́run rẹ̀ oníṣòwò pàǹgbà rẹ̀ ìkẹ́ tiẹ̀ sọ pé ta ni ìbá tún bá bí ìbá sùn lóhun tó yẹ pé ní àsìta àbọ̀ lè bá wọn láti níta lóhun tó yẹ pé ní òun kàn ní jáde kó mú wọlé mọ́ níbi jàgídíjàgá tó ń ṣe síta ni wáyé kó gbà rẹ̀ kí àṣìṣe rẹ̀ parẹ́ bí ìbá tó ń ṣe òun ó túmọ̀ sí pé àwa náà mọ̀ pé àsìkò ọ̀wọ̀ àtàrà àná lọ́nà.
gbogbo èèyàn ní bọ̀wọ̀ fásitì yìí àsìkò àwẹ̀ tá a bá wo gbogbo básìkò àwẹ̀ ṣe rí gbogbo òlu ló tutù gbogbo nǹkan ló ń lọ déédéé kí ni ìmọ̀ràn yín fáwọn èèyàn nígbà tá àwẹ̀ tán yìí.
nínú ìmọ̀ràn Ọlọ́run láti mọ fún wọn àyà tó wà ní Kùránì tó lọ́run ti sọ tó ti pàṣẹ fún wa pé ká máa gbà wọ yín tó fi parí ẹ̀ ní pé làálà fún kàtàkù kẹ́ẹ̀lẹ́ bá máa jẹ́ni tí ó máa tẹ̀síwájú nínú ọ̀páyà Ọlọ́run tẹ́ bá ti kó inú àwẹ̀ láàfin ní kẹ́ ẹ máa gbà wẹ̀ náà nítorí òun fún wa ni pé báwo bá ti lọ bá a ti ṣe bí èèyàn dáadáa nínú àwẹ̀ ká má ya pàpà ńlági lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ ká má jẹ́ èèyàn dáadáa ká má jẹ́ olùgbọ̀wọ́ Ramadan nìkan Ramadanist kó jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run tá a ṣe nù Ramadan Ọlọ́run bí Ramadan ṣe lọ Ọlọ́run náà ló ṣẹ́kù tí ń bẹ láyé ká ṣe kí ni ká máa tẹ̀lé ìfẹ́ rẹ̀ bá a ṣe dé dára sáwọn òbí wa gbogbo nǹkan ṣe lọ ní mẹ́lọmẹ́lọ bá a ṣe ń tọ́jú àwọn ará àdúgbò bí a ṣe ń ṣe ìjúsìn fọlọ́ ní kọ̀rọ̀ àti ní gbangba kájí kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ká má sọ Ramadan ni ó kọ pé ó ti lọ náà ni ìwà dáadáa ò lọ.
Ọlọ́run ní a ṣe àwẹ̀ Ramadan ní ọ̀ranyàn fún yín bá a ṣe ṣe fáwọn tó ṣáájú yín ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀ ojú abáwọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó ní ìtumọ̀ tó lágbára Ramadan ló pè é kò sọ ẹ̀yìn Ramadan ṣé tá a bá kúkú ṣe sákàwọn èèyàn gbé Ramadan wọ ẹ̀yìn Ramadan ni.
ó sọ Ramadan irú àwọn ẹni ìṣẹ́gbẹ́ linguist ni wá I'm an Arabist by expertise Ọlọ́run sọ délẹ̀ pé lẹ́yìn Ramadan náà ẹ máa wà tẹ́ ìgbóná Ramadan ó ní làálà gún tàtàkùn kẹ́ ẹ lè bá a máa jẹ́ni tí yóò máa tẹ̀síwájú nínú bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣe nínú Ramadan.
Dear viewers, this is the convenient spot to draw curtains on this segment of the first platform on Saturday morning trip this morning. Our guest has been Imam Wahid Badmos. He has taken us through the technicalities of the aftermath of the Ramadan period. We appreciate you for coming, sir.
Thank you so much.
I'm believing that we will still have you subsequently on the program. The second guest platform will be on the way any moment from now. Thanks for being there. Happy viewing.